Hey guys, and welcome back to Tackle Crew. Today we want to talk about a new reel from Daiwa. It's the Daiwa Tatula 200 that has finally been released. We have had our hands on it for 3 weeks or something like that. We've put it to the test, so this is our review. Let's talk about it. So this 200 size reel from Daiwa that's been released now in 2025 comes in, the weight comes in as 225 grams. I love that. That is amazing weight for a small little reel like this that is just super solid and well built. The housing is built from aluminum, and I think there's one side plate that might be something else, but for the most part there's aluminum parts. So once you pick this up and you throw your first cast, you will definitely notice how solid it is and how smooth this reel is. This reel that I have here is a 6.3 gear ratio. So it in every turn or crank with the handle, I think there's 74 centimeters that you pull in. And for my type of fishing, that is perfect middle way. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. You can throw anything on here and you can really make it work. So if you want to fish fast, you can just turn the handle faster. If you want to fish it slow, you just turn it slower. And so I think this is the perfect all-around gear ratio for my pike fishing. And obviously Daiwa has 1,000 different techniques and fancy names for everything that got going on in this reel. The hyperdrive, there's probably more hyper stuff in here. I don't know all the names, but one thing I know that it's super smooth. It's super solid. I have no problems so far, at least, with bearings screaming or performing not as expected. And the braking system holds up really well. You have the normal dial on the side, as you can see, and it goes from 0 up to 12, and that's well enough for me. So the build quality of this reel is just super solid. Design wise, they have removed that ugly spider or whatever that thing was on there, tarantula or something like that. Anyways, it's a lot cleaner now. As you can see, they have the Daiwa logo. They have written Tatula on top of it. They've got a hyperdrive text, but other than that, it's just solid black finish on it. I like that. It looks really good. Palming this reel is just great, I think. Like I said, I think these 200 size reels, they are perfect for my hands at least. And palming this reel is a really good experience. I think your thumb rests in a perfect position up in the front over here. And I think that they've made it this really ergonomically, and they have some texture on the thumb bar as well, which makes it really nice when it's raining or slippery outside. So well, it's slippery outside, I guess when you've got fish slime on your hands and it's raining, that's when it's getting slippery. But you got some nice texture here, which your thumb really connects with. So anyways, I think design wise and also how they've made this reel fit perfectly in your hand is also top-notch to me. Casting distance on this reel is really good as well. They have this T-wing system, and one thing that I found on the 300 size reels was that I felt the brakes was braking a little bit too fast, or really braking a little bit too hard. So I had a hard time getting the most when it comes to casting distance with the 300 size reel or the 400 sizes reel. But I'm happy to tell you guys that this reel casts so well. I feel like they've dialed this braking system in really nicely, and the T-wing system and the amount of line you can get on there is just great. I think this line is a 0.5 3 millimeter line, or maybe 28, 0.28 or something like that. But I'm getting more than enough of line on this reel, and it casts super nicely. One thing you'll notice on this new reel is that the spool is a little bit more narrow than the old 200 size reel. Hopefully the camera can pick that up, and maybe looking at it like this you won't see that, but having them side by side you'll definitely notice that difference. And normally I would probably prefer a wider spool, but I don't know what they've done. But anyways, in my opinion, or what I can see or what I find, I don't feel like I'm losing any casting distance from my old 200 size reel. And so well done Daiwa on that, making the spool a little bit smaller, a little bit more narrow, but still keeping that casting distance. When it comes to price, this reel has gone up 20 bucks, I think. So I think it retails for $200. I think the old one was 180 or something like that. So it's gone up a little bit from the last one, but then again, they've added some technology. And I mean, since the release of the old Tatula 200, the world has gone crazy. Prices has gone up, so I'm not surprised. But that's one thing to notice, that the prices has gone up a little bit from the old one. All right, so is it worth the upgrade? Well, if you're having problems with your bearings on your old Tatula 200, then I think it's definitely worth an upgrade. I was so annoyed with those bearings that in the old one. So for me, this is a no-brainer. This is better looking. The bearings are better. Casting distance is at least the same, if not better, and fits super nicely in your hands. So palmability, comfort with your hands is better than the old one. So in those terms, I definitely think it's worth an upgrade. But hey, if you're happy with the 200 size reel that you already have, you don't have any issues with your bearings, then man, I think it's a hard, tough decision. So maybe I'll leave that up to you guys. But it's a good looking reel, very nice performing, and one thing that I feel might be the difference making for you guys who maybe don't have a problem with the old one, but still looking if you should upgrade, then the housing and the parts on this one, they are super solid, and retrieving is extremely smooth. It's definitely smoother than the old one. So will you be happy picking this up? Yes, you will be. If it's worth the upgrade, if you're already happy, well, I don't know. But at least it's a new reel, good looking, well performing, so at least you won't be dissatisfied with this new one. And lastly, I thought I'd talk a little bit about this combo. So I have the Tatula 200 reel here, and I've paired it up with Daiwa ProRex XR. It's the 2024 model. This is the big rubber, so this is a 7'10" model, casting up to 150 grams. Now this rod for pike weighs in at 170 grams, I think, and the reel at 225. So all in all, we have a combo that weighs in at around 400 grams. Now that's amazing, because it's such a lightweight combo. It feels like you're fishing perch with this, and you can really throw it day in and day out without breaking your back or getting tired in your arms. So this combo is something I really can recommend. Daiwa 200 reel with the Daiwa ProRex XR big rubber. It's such a cool, small, lightweight, but still a mighty combo for your pike fishing. All right, there we have it. That's my review of the Daiwa Tatula 200 size reel. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, or anything that I've said that doesn't make sense, then please leave a comment down below. Hopefully we can answer those questions. And but as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up as well, and I'll see you in the next video.